What's up, dudes and dudettes? My name's Scythe, and we are back again with another Trove. I like how it's like a pigeon or a butterfly. Like, I'm going to get you, or something. Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I will introduce you to all this beautifulness in a moment, because first and foremost, Chaotic Cruiser is what we're actually going to be giving away today. This is the big, beautiful thing that you get out of a Chaos chest, and in order to win, you're going to have to Hadouken the like button, be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below with your username. Headphones always falling off. Anyways, welcome, one and all, to the upgraded TP1 hub. It's been a million zillion years and before we actually did it, but for the sake of, like, lots of people didn't really realize, I think, that the hub originally, like, I didn't actually make it even or anything like that. So one angle of it was thinner than the other angle. So what I ended up doing was pretty much, I took like this wall and I just went and just extended the whole thing out a few blocks over, so it ended up making things a little bit more even. We needed a lot more room, so now I have all these signs over here explaining all the rules, and you know, Team Pixel regularly kicks players who are inactive for 20 days plus and keep the club busy and everything like that, as well as right on the right here we have the lore for the Hot Dog Alliance turning into the Kigurumi, the Pinata Assassins, the Doge Mercenaries, and who secretly has hired them? Evil chickens. Anyways, Gonda might be an evil chicken, just saying. That's why I love him so much. Then we have a sign right here, goes over to the noob hut, just to try and make things a little bit more understandable for people. Sign over here, this goes to our shadow portals. I just made this little house right here beside the hub. Put a bunch more portals in here. Thanks, Valor, for helping me out, because I didn't have enough Infinium. I am out of Infinium right now. So he helped out a lot to actually set this up, and this floor is something that I like doing a lot. I've seen other builds that do it. Loke Hash Monster a long time ago actually constructed a castle like this, where it's a glass layer and then the glowing block underneath, and he was using green, and it looked, I always just thought that looked so cool. Anyways, the main hub here, as you can see, I changed the pattern on the ground so that it hurts the eyes a little bit less. I made it a bit more square, a bit more, you know, so that you can understand what's going on. I might even get rid of these corners here, but I'm kind of using them as an indicator that there is a boost over there for people that don't watch the videos and don't really know that what Team Pixel is. We have all our portals over here, because I guess I'll talk about the first floor. The red portal is for PvP. Now, I'm going to do something just real quick right here, where I'm going to actually go through all the clubs right now, because lots of people always ask, where's the PvP? How do I get to TP1? So here's TP2's hub. It's pretty, but it's still old. 1, 3, 4, and 5. So you're going to take the Team Pixel 1 portal to go to Team Pixel 1. Team Pixel 3's hub portal to the club is right over in this back room right here. I know it's a little bit hidden. I am going to work on all the clubs when I do end up finding the time to kind of make them a bit more upgraded and dynamic. But otherwise, you come through here. There is TP1's portal again. So if you're a member of Team Pixel 3, that's how you get to the first portal. And Team Pixel 4, actually, long time ago, you're going to have to check out my Team Pixel 4 World Tour. But we actually have, I changed the hub to Exiled Ace's big, beautiful airship, because I thought that this was like just so cool that we just needed it. And I set up a portal here that goes over to the old hub. So if you find it a bit confusing and want to just use all these portals, go right ahead, because otherwise, the way that this one works is all your crafting tables and everything like that are on the top floor. Then you come down to the basement, and here's all your portals and everything like that. Now, right here, just under spawn, is the Team Pixel 1 portal. So now let's just go to Team Pixel 5, which this one is very self-explanatory, once again, if it ever loads. So you spawn right here. I also have this portal set up to take you to the Doge City, Valor's build that he's working on, the Pinata Temple, and Pirate Town that was built by Unfriendly Lion. And then otherwise, again, Team Pixel 1. So now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a more instructional episode rather than other things. Everybody keeps losing track of me. So you take the red portal once, you're going to be in our gigantic, beautiful kitchen map. And then you take it again, and you're gonna be in the map that we have hence started calling, normally we were calling it the Kigurumi versus the Pinata, but that's too long to type, so just type Dojo. That's what we keep calling this map. It's just the Dojo PvP map. So take the portal again, and you can see a work in progress. This is Valor's Hot Dog City map. So this one's actually gonna be really, really cool. I'll just kind of show you a little bit of a sneak preview because he always builds like really cool modern buildings. As you can see, that's gonna be the Pinata side. The pink side, of course, is the hot dog side. Down in here, there is actually a subway system, which goes into a sewer on the other side, and it's gonna be a really sick map, man, because we got like the crane up over there and everything like that. And going through the map, kind of making sure that things are kind of blocked off and everything. Either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then, of course, the last portal takes you right back to the beginning. Now, the blue portal is for builds. That's what all the signs on top, although they are a little bit tedious to look at because these portals have like such a huge area. Anyway, the first portal takes you to the Rage Mist tree. This was the hub during like the start of this month, but then too many people were complaining about it being a bit too plain compared to the normal one, so we swapped it back, and I put a portal here so everybody can still use it. Then, of course, there is the library, which takes you to the top left of Team Pixel. So if you ever got exploring stuff, this was built by Magnum PI. I should also mention that the Rage Mist tree was built by Rage Kill, of course. And then the next one, this over here, I don't even know how many people were involved with this, but this is Pinata Park, which I don't even know if we had this on camera because it's actually a very impressive build. They started talking about, like in Razor Comms, everybody started talking about Jurassic World, and then suddenly they started making this. So there's a gigantic T-Rex in there. I don't know if there's an entrance. There definitely should be though. But otherwise, they have like a giant hot dog there for him to eat off of and stuff. And then over there is a giant whale in the ocean type of thing. I think we did actually show this off once. And then there's a beautiful tree or bridge that goes over to another area. But anyway, bloop. Then we're back at the hub. Yellow portal leads to the trophy room. So if you ever have trophies, give them to me because I want to fill this entire hallway with trophies. It's gonna be beautiful, but my goodness, is it gonna drain frame rate for everybody. And then, of course, the blue portal I changed up because normally we had the graveyard here and there was a hole in the ground that would lead to the secret dance club. Now, you just take the blue portal, you come into the toad in the hole, and then you can go right into the dance club. So, a little bit more accessible for everybody. Now, on the next shelf, let's call it the shelf, we're probably gonna get rid of all these Christmas tree lights too when the, oh, I made a mistake. Look, that line is not even with this line. Yeah, GG me, I'll fix that later. Come over to the second floor. It's a lot more spacious now with all the portals. I also made sure to use nice blue glass to kind of give it a bit more of a calming vibe up here. Because, you know, I'm all about color contrasting. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know, you could just kind of, it just makes you feel good being up here, doesn't it? Maybe it's just me. Anyways, this is the second floor. There's all the portals and stuff like that. And then I fixed up the third floor. Woo! Which is, again, a lot easier. It's still a bit open. I might end up closing it off a little bit, but you're not really supposed to be coming up here that much. But anyway, up here is where we got the Team Pixel 2 to 5 portals. And then I want to set up like this. I would love to have the Pinata Assassins Club portal. But as the sign says, unfortunately, Lord Scythe makes that a very sweary club, like for adults and stuff. So I'm not really going to promote the Pinata Assassins Club unless that ever dies down. That's a mystery portal. This one is for the Doge Mercenaries, which Magnum PI has already claimed that name. So we'll deal with that in another time. Maybe today, maybe we will. And I think Battle Scarred Neko ended up claiming the Kigurumi Clan Club. And I thought that one, like that name is just like so cool, the Kigurumi clan, that just kind of feels right. So I would love to have a portal to put here and maybe just a couple other things. Otherwise, the fourth faction, we'll deal with that a little bit later. Then there was also the roof up here. The lag is real. The roof up here, shout out to Swaz, because I didn't even think to make the roof the same as the side areas. Is this a mistake? No, it is not. But otherwise, the most tedious thing, as you may or may not know, is because I had to extend this all out one more. Pardon me, water went down the wrong tube. I had to bring everything over a couple blocks, and it was a bit tedious, but because of it, I was able to tighten things up. Like I moved these lanterns out to a more spacious spot. I made these fence lines 3 instead of 2. Just a lot of minor stuff. By the way, just a random side note, because we haven't talked about it in a while. This is our portal house. It goes to a ton of clubs and beautifulness, as you can see by the icons. And then over here is the room that apparently has been actually getting filled up despite me not actually putting portals in here. But if you ever have a club of your own and you're not like planning on actually quitting, because lots of people do, like lots of those worlds I'm sure are dead and I should go through them. But otherwise you can always just give one of the officers a world portal and they'll throw it up in there. Beautifulness. So I think that's pretty much it. I still gotta talk to Magnum PI. Join world. Let's see, the Doge Mercenaries. I'm just gonna pop over here just to show you all this. Eventually, hey, isn't this cool? So eventually we're gonna be giving away these houses because lots of people actually want to be a part of the Doge Mercenaries as well as the Kigurumi and Pinata, because we're kind of building our own lore throughout the game. I've actually got quite a few plot twists going on in the background that I'll slowly present through the series, but most of this, like, that's the thing that's disappointing about all of our lore, is it's all just kind of written down, and mostly just if you've been around with the Trove series that long, you kind of know what's going on. Otherwise, most players that actually don't know about me on YouTube have no idea what we're talking about. And this lore is like cooler than the main game. Seriously, that would be so awesome. So anyway, I don't know why it says it's unhearted, because I did actually heart this so that we could come here. I didn't even need to type it because I can actually just use the like thing. Yeah, there it is. Team Pixel 3 is broken and it says it's default world. Our props all got reset one day too. Anyways, we're gonna give away houses in this place eventually, but not right now. There is actually a theater being designed over there. This is all Magnum PI. That's a kind of cheaty way of removing a tree. I like that. That's cool. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, chaotic crews are going to some lucky person. Otherwise, I just wanted to show you all and catch you all up to speed with what's actually been going on in the clubs besides, because that, you know, that it was a big thing to change the main hub of TP1, because I mean it's been the same for like a million zillion years. All the tables and stuff of course are optimized a little bit more. I put the officer chest over here so that we don't accidentally use it instead of our personal chest, and the community chest over here by the trade post, which I hope is a little bit more obvious to people, because that was one of the big things that I noticed was going on, is lots of people had a very hard time finding the trade, especially with my mob of minions, which we don't really have that many right now because it's dead hours. It just happens sometimes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate it and hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you did, as well as wanting the prize, I would very much appreciate if you would support me by Hadoukening the like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. And stay epic, everybody.
Believe in yourself.